So here I am on the west coast of Australia, and it's pretty nice. The water's amazing, and there's just so much land here in Australia, so there's actually not that many people at all. And hopefully you can hear me properly. I know the waves are crashing up onto the rocks. But I specifically today want to talk about human design and projectors because I'm on a family holiday. And I just want to talk about the dynamic. It's really interesting. So for those of you who are projectors, this might be an interesting thing to listen to, and those who aren't as well, in order to relate to projectors better. Some people have children, parents who are projectors, and it's a very different rhythm, it's a different beat, it's a different speed, and there's different types of projectors. So I'm a splenic projector, which is instinctive, intuitive, can move quickly when given the invitation, but I innately don't have as much energy as generators, as manifesting generators. So my three family members that I'm traveling with, mum is a generator, dad is a manifesting generator, and my brother is a generator. Now I'm actually going to put up their charts. I'll overlay their charts onto here. So my brother, as you can see with his chart, he is pretty defined and lots of energy. So we're on the family trip and he's literally saying, what are we doing next? What are we doing next? And as I looked up there, you won't be able to see him. But there's a little caravan there. His head was just there. He was standing there looking at me, right? He'd be literally thinking, come on, like we're going to the next place. Like we've seen this place, we're on to the next place. And for me, it's like about really slowing down. So we just went to a beach. Beach was amazing. It was called Bunker Bay. And I felt like I wasn't allowed, or I couldn't sit down, I couldn't relax, because he just wanted to come and go to the beach, see the beach, move on. Go to another beach, move on. Go to a lighthouse, move on. He wants to go to a winery, move on. And it's like this constant. And I'm like, oh wow, because this is one of the first family trips that I've been on since I was younger. And when I was younger, I didn't know about human design. I didn't know much about presence or my body or rhythms or anything like that. So it was easy for me just to try and be like everyone else. I should be working as hard as everyone else. I should be keeping up with everyone else. I should be sleeping the same amount as everyone else. Even sleeping this morning. So I put my alarm on for 8 o'clock. And I always put an alarm on just in case I don't wake up, then I put my alarm on. And everyone else was already up, like maybe half an hour before. I was awake, so I sort of was listening, but I was just really enjoying resting. And my alarm went off, and my brother and my mum are like, oh, he's got an alarm! Welcome to the day. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. We've been up for a long time. And I just found that very interesting because it's like, we're all sleeping in the one room because we're here on Easter and it was the only place available. So we're all sleeping in the one room with our separate beds. So it's very interesting to they're sort of aware of when I'm awake, when I'm going to sleep. And they've got innately, manifesting generators have a lot more energy than projectors. And yesterday we arrived and I was like, oh, I'd love it just to relax and lie down, a bit of a siesta. And my brother's like, you are kidding, mate. Like, no chance. We're going now. And I was like, all right. But this is only for, this holiday's for 4 or 5 days. And that's beautiful. I'm happy to keep up because it's fun. Like, I go for a walk by myself now. So they're probably in the car waiting for me, ready to go. I actually might see them. But you know, I'm holding my own rhythm somewhat, but then I'm also becoming accustomed or compromising, as they're compromising as well. Because if I wasn't here, they'd probably have done 7 beaches by now. They just keep going. So I sort of took that rhythm on when I was younger, and thought I was like a generator, and just worked and worked and worked and worked. But it burnt me out. You know, I got sick when I was about 16, full of allergies, glandular fever, borderline chronic fatigue, sleeping 13 hours a day. It didn't work. So then it took me to find my own rhythm. But I'm just really interested, and I'm finding it really interesting that when we're on a family holiday, everyone has their own rhythm. So if you're out there and you live with a family, you live with a partner, it's really interesting to find out what they are. And then also just come to an understanding that everyone's got a different rhythm. And if you are a projector, you really need to take time for yourself. Like right now, I feel great. I'm like just connecting with myself. I'm speaking my truth. Beautiful waves, ocean, just crashing up on the shore. No one's telling me, okay, we're going here, we're doing that. You know, probably happen in 10 minutes. But I need to take my time for myself and find my rhythm, find my breath, find the pace of myself, come back to me. So, yeah, that's my brother. Then my mum, as you can see in her chart, she has 4 motors. So she's a hustler. She can go and go and go and go. I've got 1 motor and I'm a projector. She's got 4 and she's a generator. She's on a totally different energetic just burn. And I said to her before I knew about human design, I can't believe that you're still alive. The amount of like just constant action and activity and thinking that you do is beyond comprehension. I couldn't do it. And yeah, I probably wouldn't be alive because we're different. We're innately different. We have different software. And then my dad, well, he's a manifesting generator. And manifesting generators are often even faster than generators. So it's really, really interesting to sort of just experience the family holiday and everyone's dynamic coming together and flowing. Now, there always is compromise, but you know, there's just been so many moments where it's like, wow, yeah, I'm definitely a projector. And I'm on a holiday with 3 generators. And it's interesting. It's really interesting. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, the dynamic of human design coming together as adults on a trip and finding rhythm, finding balance with that, and just having understanding that everyone is doing their own thing and no one's better or worse, everyone's just unique. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. And all the way from close to Bunker Bay in Western Australia, one of the western points, the most western points in Australia.